Alright, let's talk about the state of affairs. This era of computing, particularly in the realm of so-called gaming machines, has become a quagmire of diminishing returns. Too often, manufacturers chase the lowest common denominator, prioritizing razor-thin profiles and ephemeral aesthetic fads over true, industrial-grade integrity. They build for the fleeting trend, not for sustained, brutal performance. But every so often, a piece of hardware emerges that hints at a more rigorous engineering ethos. This ASUS ROG Strix G16, the 2025 model, seems to carry that torch, at least in its foundational design. While many of its peers feel like plastic toys, this machine offers a glimpse of something built with actual components, rather than merely assembled from marketing bullet points. For the professional, the true value of a machine like this isn't in mere benchmarks, but in its ability to reclaim your most finite resource, time. Consider the core. That Intel Core i5-13450HX processor isn't just about faster frame rates. It's about a direct, measurable return on investment for the engineer or executive who cannot afford computational lag. Imagine compiling complex code, rendering intricate 3D models, or running extensive data analytics. This processor shaves minutes, even hours, off those critical tasks, freeing up valuable bandwidth for strategic thought, not waiting on a progress bar. Then, the memory and storage. 16 gigabytes of DDR5 running at 5,600 MHz, coupled with a 1 terabyte PCIe Gen 4 solid-state drive pushing 7,000 megabytes per second raw throughput. This isn't overkill, it's a strategic bypass of every common bottleneck. Seamless multitasking across demanding applications, instantaneous access to massive datasets, near-zero load times for enterprise software. Every microsecond saved from system latency translates into real-world professional velocity. And for the critical workloads, that advanced ROG Intelligent Cooling system, with its end-to-end vapor chamber and tri-fan architecture, is paramount. It ensures that processor and memory can sustain peak performance, hour after hour, without throttling under pressure. This means your 5-hour render finishes in 5 hours, not 6, because the thermal integrity held. That, my friends, is uncompromised productivity. In the hand, this isn't a delicate piece of sculpted glass. It carries a reassuring heft, a solid 7 pounds of engineered precision. The chassis itself, a hard polymer, feels dense under the palm, almost cold, promising resilience rather than flex. At 1.25 inches thick, it isn't attempting to disappear, but rather to contain significant power. The vents for the tri-fan cooling system are not mere decorative cutouts. They are a precise lattice, speaking of intentional airflow design. The keyboard deck feels firm, with key travel that provides a satisfying, albeit slightly muted, tactile feedback, suggesting a practical resilience for hundreds of thousands of keystrokes. Now, a candid admission. This machine, like many of its ilk, sports a full surround RGB light bar, a clear nod to its gaming heritage. While a flashy display is expected in that sector, for professional deployment, it's an unnecessary flourish. Thankfully, the engineers included a stealth mode, allowing you to extinguish the extraneous glow for more sober environments. It's a minor aesthetic trade-off for the underlying performance, an acknowledgement that high-octane internals often come wrapped in a package designed for dual-purpose appeal. The important thing is the capability to switch off the visual noise and focus on the serious work at hand. Understand this. Components like the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 550, high-speed DDR5 memory, and advanced PCIe Gen 4 solid-state drives, along with cutting-edge Wi-Fi 7, are becoming increasingly scarce in 2026. Global supply chains for these specific grades of silicon and memory modules are tightening. I put the link below, so you can check the current 2026 price and stock.